welcome to episode 6, Two Bros in a Pod. I'm your host, Brennan Olin, alongside my brother from another mother, my brother from my stepmother, Wyatt Olson. Wyatt, how
Love
you
it.
doing?
Good, good. It's Freaky Friday. Man, I'm so excited for the weekend.
Yep.
That's it.
Yeah,
That's all I got.
that's it. Yeah, me too. I mean, right now there's nothing crazy going on in my life either, so it's just another
Yeah,
Friday, but whatever. But yeah, so we got a good episode coming up for everybody. Wyatt and I kind of planned this out. We've made some lifestyle changes, and so we're gonna let you know what it's all about. So yeah,
yeah. The deets.
yeah, the deets. So I guess I'll let you start it out. So what's your big lifestyle change?
Yeah, so I guess I started back in January. So like New Year's resolution was to uh, lose a little weight, get back in the gym a bit. Um, Last year, uh, I gained so much freaking weight. It was insane. I was like at I didn't even really look at the scale to be honest before I started in January, or should have, but I was almost at like 245, which is like insane for me. So like with the new job, I had to like physical labor and whatnot. Like I was gassed at the end of the day, and I'm like, all right, we've gotta change it up a little bit, gotta change up the lifestyle. So since January, done a bunch of like meal prepping, working out, all that stuff. So just kind of give a little background story to that. But
Yeah, I was
yeah,
gonna say
I've
because
been doing it for a little bit now.
yeah, when I saw you a couple weeks ago, I wouldn't have been able to tell you were gaining weight or anything like that. You look good now, so it looks like you've made
Yeah,
some
yeah, thank you.
progress.
Yeah, I've lost about like 25 pounds or so. So I'm down to about like 220 ish, give or take. So uh, definitely feel a lot better. Definitely eating wise, definitely feeling a lot better from that too. So yeah, no, for sure. So
That's
yeah,
good. That's good. I remember, um, like basically coming out of high school, I was maybe 130 pounds. I was always super, super tiny, the smallest kid in the grade, that kind of person. And my first year of college, in the first 2 months, I gained about, let's see, it was like 25 pounds, went from like 130 to 155. And it wasn't
dang.
the freshman 15 thing. It was like
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
in the gym every single day for like the first time in my life. And definitely the best I've felt about my body. So it's been a while since freshman year of college, let me tell you.
Yeah, for
So
sure, for sure.
I was going hard back then in the gym very consistently. And I was a lot younger, so it's just a lot easier to stay in good shape. But ever since then, it's been a struggle to kind of stay consistent, find a good routine, and stick to it. And then the hardest part for me is always the diet. Like, thankfully, I'm a person that can eat pretty much whatever I want, and I don't put on a ton of weight. But in the last few years, when I haven't been working out as much, it was finally starting to show a little bit. I had a little bit of a stomach developing there. So, um, a couple weeks ago, I was scrolling on Instagram, or maybe it was Facebook or Twitter, one of the two, one of the three, I guess. And everybody has seen these videos. Everybody knows this guy. I don't care how old you are, how young you are. If you have social media, you've seen this dude, the V Shred guy.
Yep, the
So,
V shred guy.
yep. So I've seen a bunch of his videos, and occasionally I'll get sucked in, like watch a whole thing, be like, oh yeah, maybe I should try that one time. And I know it's probably a bunch of BS, but or it's something that I just probably can't like commit to. But this time I was like, screw it. I'm doing it. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get his workout plan. And it was $57. As soon as I clicked it,
You did it.
as soon as I clicked it, there were 4 more screens asking me to buy more stuff. It probably, if
Of
I would have
course.
gone for all of his BS, probably would have been like $500. But
Yeah.
I was strong. I was disciplined. I only got the first thing. So I got the workout plan, and it's got a bunch of recipes for a meal plan, but that's kind of hard for me to follow. So $57. I didn't think it was that big of a deal. I got a 3-month
Yeah.
long workout plan, and I'm about a week in, so it's going well.
The first week was good.
Yep, I technically have one more day left in the first week. But yeah, I really like the workouts. I weighed myself before this, and for the first time in my life, I hadn't weighed myself in a really long time, but for the first time in my life, I was above 170. I believe I was like 174.6 or something like that. Basically 175. Couple
Okay.
days, couple days in of working out, and I'm eating healthier too. I'm not going crazy with it, not doing any super advanced diet or anything, but just trying to generally eat more healthy. After 2 days in, I go and weigh myself again, and I was 177. I went up. So I was like, oh my God, what's going on?
Yeah.
But I think it is just like the daily weight fluctuations that people go through.
Yeah.
I weighed myself again today, and I was actually at 173. So I'm starting to
Okay.
literally just a weekend of the working out, and then probably 2 weeks in of eating healthier, and I can already like see it on my body. So that's pretty cool.
That's awesome. Yeah. I'm glad the V shred's working out
Yeah.
after a couple days.
Oh my God. It's such a crock of BS, like a lot of the stuff he says. You can continue eat. You don't have to give up on all the good foods that you love to eat. Yet everything in there is like super healthy meals. And then
Yeah.
he'll say, I can get you in and out of the gym in a reasonable time. You don't have to spend any time doing cardio. No, every workout is at least an hour long, and it's intense. So,
Okay. Yeah, I
but
like it. I like his the commercials or whatever that you see on social media when he's on like the treadmill running and he's got like the curls or the dumbbells on him and he's doing curls.
yeah,
Pretty funny.
it's actually not that bad. The workouts do take an hour long, which is longer than I would like to be in the gym every day,
Yeah.
but they are good workouts. I'm doing a lot of like supersets and then ending everything with a drop set. So it's making my muscles work a little harder. So
I
I've liked it
gotcha.
so far.
Yeah. Yeah, going back to like college, man, I wish I had that. Like I could eat whatever I wanted
Yeah.
and oh man, that was the best times for sure. Like I had the best body then,
Uh huh.
felt so good, do whatever I wanted. Yeah, I miss that. Yeah, I know like my junior and senior year of college, my roommates still make fun of me to the day of like junior year I used to eat like four uh I used to eat four burgers for dinner. And I'd have
Oh
them
my
like
God.
I'd cook them on the George Foreman
Uh
and
huh.
I'd eat them and like the first night that they both came back and I was making them, they thought I was making everyone dinner and it was all for me. So they all give me a hard time for that. Uh, and then like I'd eat breakfast for lunch and I'd do like 6 eggs. I'd do like 6 pieces of like the small Johnsonville sausage links. I'd do toast, uh, sometimes with peanut butter on there. Oh man, I could go on and on of like all the
Yeah,
stuff
dude.
I used to eat and just,
You were maxing
oh
out.
man, I was.
That's
I
funny.
love it. I miss it for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. We definitely can't
I
do that
can't eat like
anymore.
that anymore
Yeah.
now.
I do remember you're like the Joey Chestnut for an average person. You're like, I remember this one time we went to Subway. It was
No.
me, you, and Grandpa Mike, which also shout out to Grandpa Mike. Grandma Terry commented on our YouTube video saying Grandpa Mike
Yeah.
listens, and he was laughing through the whole episode. So shout out to him. I'm glad he likes
Thank
it.
you,
Glad they're
Grandpa.
listening. Yes, we love you guys. But yeah, we were at Subway, and Wyatt got a foot long. I think we all got like a foot long. We look away, and within like seconds, Wyatt had finished the whole foot long. I had maybe like 2 bites taken. Everybody's like, "Where did that go?" Yeah,
Yeah, and Grandpa Mike had just sat down, and I finished mine.
yeah, you're already ready for a second one.
He couldn't believe it. He was like, "Did you even eat? Did you even taste it?"
Yep, that's so true. And then another good story when you came to visit me in Whitewater. Um, it was after a night of fun, let's say. We went to McDonald's, and apparently out wherever you were, was this Niagara at the time?
It was.
Yeah, out in Niagara, with McDonald's had this deal where it's basically like 2 of everything on the menu, and Wyatt goes up to the register. Can I get the? I don't even remember what it was called, but they're like, "What is that?" They had no idea, and so we just went on to order like 2 of everything, and we maxed out on McDonald's that night. It was great.
So yeah, so it's called a dinner box,
Oh, okay.
and apparently it's only in the East Coast, but it was like, and like it actually came in like a box. But
Uh-huh.
apparently in the Midwest or anywhere else you go, they don't know what a dinner box is. So that sucked at the time. But anyways, it's like 2 Big Macs, like 4 cheeseburgers, like 4 small fries, and like a 10-piece chicken nugget or something like that. So it's like this big box. But yeah, that night I was like, all right, yeah, we just got to get the dinner box. So there is no dinner box. I was like, okay, let's just get what's all in the dinner box, anyways. Who cares?
Yeah, I was like, I
Yeah,
don't see it
yeah,
on the menu, but
yeah,
sure, let's try. Yeah, that was fun. No, it
yeah.
was a fun night, but those days are officially past us,
I know
unfortunately.
it. Sad face. It's very sad.
Yeah. One big thing that I've cut out since today is August 4th, since July 22nd, I have not had a soda. And that was like my weakness. I probably averaged like 1 a day if you
Yeah,
calculated it out. So yeah, since then I haven't had one, and honestly, I haven't really missed it. I'm still getting my caffeine fix with bubbler, but that's a good drink. So,
got it. Yeah,
but yeah, haven't had any soda since then. Cut out a lot of the sugary stuff in my diet.
yeah.
So
That's awesome,
actually,
man. Yeah,
yeah,
that's a
proud of
big
that one.
deal.
Yeah, because I mean, you know my dad. My dad kind of lives on Diet Coke.
Yes,
Um,
yes,
yeah, I think I got it from him. I don't know, but
yes. Both, yeah, Dan and Corey. I mean, Dan drinks Diet Coke any time of the day, like over water,
breakfast,
and
lunch, and dinner.
then
Yeah, the amount
breakfast,
that you're
lunch, and
supposed
dinner.
to have for water is what he has for Diet Coke.
Yeah, yeah. And then Corey, yeah, she drinks. I mean, she's got to drink a bunch of caffeine or else she gets headaches. So,
Yeah,
yeah, she, yeah,
that's a true thing. That's why I'm still doing the bubblers, because if I don't have any caffeine, you definitely get headaches.
yeah,
But
yeah. So, yeah, she drinks like the Zevias now,
mhm,
but she used to drink Coca-Cola all the time.
yeah,
And yeah, I did too. Like back in high school, it was bad for me as far as like how much sodas I'd have to drink just to not have a headache. Like
yeah,
I counted it up. I had to have like 6 sodas a day.
dang, yeah. Like I always tell this story, but when I was growing up, I'd play basketball outside. This is when I was younger, but I'd play basketball outside in the driveway, and every time I'd get so tired, be like so out of energy, and I was like, "Do I have diabetes or something?" Because like I knew diabetes, like you'd low energy, and
Yeah.
so that's what I thought. And no, looking back on it, I was just an idiot. I just never drank any water. You know what I would
Yeah.
do? I get tired playing basketball. I'd go inside, grab a Sundrop or a Coke and a crack cookie, the Toll House
Hmm.
cookies. I'd eat that, drink the soda, and then I'd be full of energy again.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
stupid. Oh
Very
man.
much so. Now, yeah, like even like after baseball games, like in high school, I'd have to get like a big thing of soda at like the gas station or whatnot because like I'd typically have huge headache. And
Yeah.
then I stopped drinking soda. I cut cold turkey my first week of college, and it was like during like the crazy conditioning week where it's like you either making the team or you're not,
Yeah.
and it was like the worst week for me because I like I'm going through all these withdrawals of caffeine and
Migraines every day.
yeah, while I'm going through all these conditioning and all these workouts, but now yeah,
Yeah.
after that week I was good after that. I didn't have any withdrawals or headaches
Yeah.
after that. So luckily
And
it was just 1 week, but it sucks. It's tough to get off of for sure.
yeah, it is. Anybody out there who's looking down on us for drinking soda, I'm looking right back at you. I guarantee you're like a coffee drinker or something. You have a vice too. So,
Yeah,
but
100%. Yeah,
it's
100%.
hard for everybody out here.
It is. I know. I thought we were going to talk more about our workouts. Now we're getting into all of our caffeine and sodas that we
Yeah.
drink.
Yeah, I mean, we're talking about our lifestyle. That was the past lifestyle. Now
That's right.
we're in a better
We're
lifestyle.
we're new people. We're new
Yeah,
people
new
now.
people. Seriously. Now,
New us.
thankfully, Julia came into my life and made me drink more water. I just don't like drinking water. Like with a meal, I want something with flavor, so I would never have water. Growing up, we always had milk every night for
Milk.
dinner, and then if we like went out to a restaurant, I would have a soda. Um, so yeah, now I'm drinking a lot more water, and I still don't really like it, but it does make me feel a little better.
Oh man. Yeah. It was like I remember even like we accidentally grabbed Dasani water one time and Brandon was like, "Nope,
Ugh,
I'm not drinking that. I'm
ugh.
not drinking it." And so
Dasani,
we were like at baseball practice and you didn't drink any of the Dasani water. Like you just went without for the whole practice.
Aquafina too. Aquafina, terrible,
Oh, was it
terrible
that? Oh
aftertaste.
my goodness.
Probably Aquafina. Growing
I
up,
get Dasani, I get that, but not
yeah,
Aquafina. I don't get that.
Aquafina just has a bad aftertaste. I don't like it. Um, Ice Mountain was always the one I liked. Throw those back.
Hmm.
Those were good.
Yeah.
But yeah, fun times. Why does all
Yeah.
the good stuff have to be so bad for you? Everything that tastes so good has to be so bad for you. It's just not fair.
I love water. I don't know. I always drink whatever. I mean, yeah, like Dasani is the least favorite and probably the worst for you, but out of all of them, but
Yeah, I
like I
heard
drink tap water all the time. Like I don't know.
yeah. Yeah, I don't care about that either. As long as it doesn't have a nasty aftertaste. That's why I don't like
Yeah.
Aquafina. But little insider tip, Disney, they sell Dasani water, and this apparently the reason they sell it is because it has a little bit of salt in there, so it doesn't actually quench your thirst. And then
Hmm.
when you're out walking around at Disney World in Florida in the blazing heat and you need water, you're just going to keep
Yeah.
buying water. But
I've heard that too.
yeah,
Hmm.
little tip for everybody if you go to Disney World, if you go up to a stand and just ask for a cup of ice water, they'll give you a cup of ice water for free. So you don't have to buy the bottles. Boom.
Smart.
Come
Smart.
to Two Bros and you get all the Disney deets.
All the tea. All the
Yeah,
tea on
all the
the
tea. Yeah.
Disney.
Yeah. All right. But yeah, speaking of bad food, like food that's bad for you, but it looks so good and it tastes so good.
Yeah.
I watched The Bear. I finished it, and that food always looks
Yeah.
amazing.
Oh man. Yes, all of the food in that show looks so good.
Yeah.
Oh man,
So,
but that's a great show. Great show. I'm glad you finished it.
yep. Little spoiler warning. We are going to talk about the show. So, anybody who hasn't seen it, you can pause here, skip ahead a little bit until you hear us and we're not talking about it. But last week when we talked, I was through the first 5 episodes of the second season, and I was saying the end of season 1, super great. The beginning of season 2, I was like, all right, this is kind of slow. I'm not loving it. I'm waiting for something to happen. Boy, does stuff happen. we we got to the dinner episode. Um,
Yes,
you get
yes.
to
I told you
see,
about it too. I was like, get
yeah.
ready.
All right, so my first thoughts watching the show, kind of knew what to expect because I figured, based on everything we had seen up to that point, that their family was going to be chaotic and super crazy. And
Hmm.
I was not wrong. So, watching through the whole episode, I was thinking to myself, dude, I could never recommend this show to anybody. Like, I don't know how a normal person would want to watch this show. But the show ends up being really good. It's just there's these
Yes.
few moments and few episodes where the chaos is just too much. And I feel like that one was one of them for me.
Yeah. Yeah. Did it like make you feel uncomfortable watching it, or like were you able to finish it without being like, I might need a minute to pause this and just to like figure out what the heck is going on?
Yeah. I was able to finish it. I didn't have to pause or anything just cuz I
Yeah.
kind of knew and I knew what to expect. But yeah. Oh man, it's intense. A lot of things going on. The the poor mom played by Jamie Lee Curtis. She's awesome. But she's just,
Hmm.
you see where the kids get it from. Like, she's just going crazy in the kitchen. She's cooking the meal for everybody, and she starts complaining about not having any help. But as soon as someone tries to help her, she freaks out on them. So she
Yep.
wants to do it all on her own. So she's just a complete blubbering mess in the kitchen. And then the whole storyline with Carmi's brother, Mikey, and Bob Odenkirk, the guy who plays Better Call Saul, he's in there. I love it. But
Yep.
Mikey and whatever that guy's name, Lee, I think his name is. Mikey and Lee are just going at it the whole time and starts chucking forks at him and they're about to start
Mhm.
fighting. Man,
I was
just
about
a
to say the forks and was like,
yeah,
oh, don't
just
do it.
don't do it. Everybody at the table is just begging Mikey, don't throw that fork. Don't throw that fork. What does he
Yep.
do? He throws it over and over again. So,
And he's like this close to each other, like, and he's
yeah.
hucking these forks at the guy. Oh, it's
And
so
that's
bad.
John Bernthal plays Mikey. I love John
Yes,
Bernthal. I feel like
the
he's
Punisher.
always like, yeah, he's always this super intimidating dude, no matter like what show he's in. But
Fantastic actor.
yeah,
Fantastic.
so super chaotic. You see where all the kids get it from, why everybody is the way they are, and just the environment that they grew up in. And then, so I'm still thinking, wow, I'm not like enjoying this per se, but I can tell stuff's starting to happen and get a little better. The next episode, Forks, the one with Richie, where he goes to the
The
best
comeback
restaurant.
story.
Oh my god, that was my favorite episode of the whole show.
Me too.
It
Me
was the
too.
best. The
Yeah.
the complete 180 that Richie does is
Hmm.
incredible. And I had to show Julia last night. I was like, she's been in the room when I've watched the show. She kind of knows what's going on. But that episode, I was like, you got to watch this. The part where he's finally figuring things out and kind of turning the corner, realizing his purpose, that type of thing. And then he's on his way
Hmm.
home, jamming to Taylor Swift. Oh my God.
Yes. Yes. It was great. All in all, yeah, I'm with you. That was the best episode of the whole show. Like Richie throughout the whole show is like just this guy that thinks he knows it all and wants it. He doesn't want anything to change, wants it the way it was and the way it's been because it's always worked and it always makes sense in Richie's mind. But I mean, everything was falling apart. And then, all of his background with his family and, uh, you know, wife and divorce and all that stuff, like he ended up finding his purpose in this
It,
episode, like you said. I
mm-hmm.
mean, all in all, just the best comeback story for Richie. And like he just goes crazy like in the
Yeah.
rest of the show after that. I mean, I
Yeah.
loved it.
Completely turns around and like he says, I wear suits now.
Yeah, I'm a suit
But
guy.
it's so funny because at the beginning of the show, he's probably the main reason that most people, like, if they're not okay with all the chaos, he's probably the main reason that people won't like the show. He's so
Hmm.
crazy and obnoxious and loud and
Yeah,
just swearing left and right. But he has the biggest turnaround. And yeah, like I said, my favorite episode, both of our favorite episodes. So
hmm,
I think that one really paid off.
yeah. I've rewatched just that episode a few times. Like when I'm having like a tough day or something, like I put that one on because it gets me so motivated and inspired, like of
Yeah.
how he found his purpose again. Like it was really cool.
Yeah, because even at the beginning of the episode, he's still just so pissed off at everything. He's like, he thinks Carmy is doing it to him as punishment, like he's doing it on
Yeah,
purpose just to mess with him. No, by the end of the week, he's excited to go to work and excited to learn. He kind of figured out what his role is going to be and how he
yeah.
wants to live his life. Yeah, great.
Yeah, and like he's starting out the episode like he's being punished to go like to this huge fancy like what was it, three
Three
Michelin
Michelin
star
stars.
restaurant.
Yep.
And he's cleaning forks and he's all salty because he's cleaning forks and doesn't understand any of it. And then
Yeah.
as he continues on with the episode, understands and realizes the ins and outs of like the small, finer details of like why you
Serving
need to
people.
clean forks.
Yeah.
Exactly. The
Yeah.
hospitality and making sure that like they said in the episode, like it's the Super Bowl every night there. Like it's no one gets to go there twice a week, it's like it's always booked up. And so it's like you've got to give them the perfect experience. And so even a speck on a fork makes a difference for someone that never
Yeah.
gets to go there.
Yeah. Very true. And he starts to realize that kind of halfway through. I was gonna say, because I don't blame him. Just polishing forks for like 3 days straight would be brutal.
Yeah.
So I don't blame him.
Yeah.
But yeah, once he looks out in the dining room and sees how these guests are feeling and how this experience is making them feel, he kind of realizes, oh, this is why everybody does this. Okay.
Yeah.
Catches on and changes everything for him.
Hmm.
And
Yeah, even like the meeting too, like where they're sitting down with everyone and like the chef is going off of like how this needs to be perfect and we can't mess up in these areas again. So
funniest
funny.
part funniest part to me, the chef, he goes, fuck you, Garrett. And Garrett goes, yes, chef, fuck me. Oh man,
Yes, that
so
was
funny.
also during that meeting.
Yeah, that meeting. Oh man, that was hilarious. But yeah, you could always see with Richie, despite all of his annoying habits, that he was really good with people, and
Hmm.
he finally got to learn how to use that skill, basically.
Yeah, yeah,
Turned it around.
100%.
Yeah, so that was good. So, I'm assuming they're coming out with a season 3. Do you know? Is that happening for sure or no?
It's got to be confirmed, but I haven't heard or seen for certain. I know with the strike at the moment now, everything's kind of been,
Oh
held
yeah, that's
up.
true. That's
Um,
true.
so I don't know if there necessarily has been like an official confirmation of it, but it's definitely going to be. I mean, they've won a couple awards now for the show, so
Yeah.
um, or have been nominated for a few, and so I mean, there's no way that they're they're not going to have a season 3.
Yeah, I was gonna say with the amount of popularity this show's garnered, I think they'll
Yeah.
definitely keep it going. But yeah,
Yeah.
I guess
And I go ahead.
to finish it off, I guess we could talk a little bit about that last episode, when they're finally opening the restaurant and it's friends and family night. Everybody's super stressed out. Carmi ends up kind of pulling a mom. He takes after his mom. He gets stuck in the walk-in freezer on the opening night, and uh, he just starts spiraling out of control. But in the meantime, everybody else is stepping up, and they figured it out. Richie takes over, kills it. Sydney does her thing. Everybody steps up. Everybody does really well. All the guests love it. And then for me, I just feel like when it shows Sydney afterwards meeting her dad who was super skeptical of the whole business thing or the whole restaurant thing, and
Yeah.
afterwards the dad is like, "Wow, that was incredible. That was unbelievable." All that really hits me. And then
Yeah.
um, the whole thing with Carmi's mom showing up and not coming in because she kind of just doesn't want to ruin it. I feel like
Hmm.
um, both of those moments really hit me. Thought it was good.
Yeah, that was a tough moment, especially for the sister's husband there that sees her outside and has to keep it a secret and
Yeah,
all that she actually came but didn't come in. That was definitely a tough scene too. That was definitely a struggle for sure.
yeah,
But no, Carmi's. So like I think his mom has like I think some sort of bipolar disorder or something. And so she's really like hot and cold during that previous episode with the flashback of that family Christmas. But
yep,
um, so yeah, like Carmi definitely gets stuck in the fridge or the freezer and is having some sort of manic uh, moment. And yeah, like everyone steps up. It's really cool. I feel so bad for Carmi at the end though because he's just saying all this stuff and really isn't meaning it, but like he's just throwing it all out there, and then his girlfriend or whatnot hears all of that, and
yeah,
it's like game over after that because
yeah.
he's not bashing her, but like bashing
He
why
was
he's
just
in a
spiraling.
relationship.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And so
He
I
was
was like,
just
dang it, because that was so good for them. Like it was really cool how they showed their background and got them together and brought that new character into the show. So it's like,
yeah,
dang it. Like, of course you had to screw it up.
yeah. Just like his mom, he felt like he was always gonna screw something up. Just kind of like his mom said, "I don't want to screw this up." But
Yeah.
yeah, really good. Julia made a really good point too. She was saying throughout the whole show, even if there are more like boring parts, you're kind of getting to see everybody's daily life, and you're
Hmm.
without knowing it, you're kind of getting attached to them, and it makes those last couple episodes pay off so much more because
Oh,
you
yeah.
start to feel the emotion when, like for me at least, I didn't necessarily feel like I was attached to anybody, but when those emotional moments happened, I clearly was. And so something they do with the show that, and whatever they did,
Yeah.
they made it work.
For the record, my opinion, I didn't think it was ever slow because every time I watched it, I finished it pretty much the day of because there's 8 episodes in a season and they're only 20 minutes long or so. I think maybe one of them is an hour long in each season because there's only 2 seasons. But um, yeah, no, I binge watched the crap out of it, so
Yeah.
I never thought it was slow. It always
I
had
did
me locked in.
I did a little bit, but then it always ended up pulling me back in, and I liked it. I still don't know if I would like recommend it to the just a random person because there's like a lot of people out there probably just couldn't deal with all the chaos. But if you can,
Yeah,
I would check it out for sure.
Yeah, that's why I said before when we were talking about it in the previous episode, like you either love it because you've understand and you've seen uncomfortable situations,
Yeah.
or you hate it because you've never seen anything like it and it makes you feel uncomfortable watching it. Like
Yeah.
it's really like a love-hate situation. So it really isn't for everyone, but
Yeah. It
I
makes
definitely
sense.
love it.
It makes sense that there were a few people that you recommended it to who were like, "What the hell is this?"
Yeah.
But
Yeah. And I've got the sign on my door now that says every second counts. I
oh,
put that
okay.
on there
Dang.
underneath the believe sign.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're a sucker for these signs in TV shows.
I am. I am.
That's funny. Yeah. What do you think? Anything else you want to talk about with the bear?
Yeah, I thought that summed it up pretty good.
All right. All right. So to wrap up the show today, since Wyatt came up with a brilliant idea. Brilliant idea. Since we were talking about how we're changing our lifestyle, we're eating healthy now, we're working out
Yep.
consistently, he said that'd be the perfect time to choose our top 5
Our
fast
favorite
food.
vegetables.
Yeah, no, not vegetables. I don't think I could come up with 5 for that. We're going to do our top 5 French fries and our top 5 fast food restaurants.
Fast
Only
food
makes
French
sense.
fries, correct? Fast
Yes,
food French
yes.
fries?
Yes,
Okay,
correct.
got it. Because I'm about to say my lists are going to change if we're not doing fast food fries.
Yeah, no, we're doing fast food.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
and I was
Oh, this is going to be
talking.
so good.
This is gonna be good. I was talking to Julie. I was like trying to decide a couple restaurants. I was like, are these fast food or not? And she made a really good point. She said, well, if you go up to it and you order at the counter and they just bring it out to you, yeah, that's fast food because you're
Yep.
not like being waited on. So that's kind of what I went with. So like
Yeah, yep.
you'll understand with one of my fast food options. But
Yeah, I had the same thing too because I was looking that up as well, and so like I actually looked at the restaurant, and it said in like the description that's fast food, or it's like casual fast
yeah,
food, which is what
yeah,
you're saying. Like you have to go in, it's not drive through, but
yeah, not necessarily
still
drive
fast food.
through. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So then we're on the same page with that.
hmm
What do you want to start with? French fries or restaurants?
I think fries is yeah, yeah. Let's do
I think that's
fries.
good. I think we should
Yeah.
too. So you want to do it the same way where we start with our number 5 and wait if we have it, if the other person has it?
Yes.
Okay. All right. I'll let you go because my number 5 is a little different.
Okay. Um, I want to say okay. So because I have to do it, and I'm very descriptive with the fries, especially fast food fries. I want to say the one that I was a little salty that didn't make the list, but I have to
Okay.
say it is the Arby's curly fries. It didn't make the list, but I really was trying to get it in there,
Gotcha.
but I
Okay.
couldn't.
I'm glad you said
Right?
that. So that's like your honorable mention.
Yes.
All right. My honorable mention, this will make my number 5 more understandable. My honorable
Okay.
mention is basically any crinkle cut fry place. So like Culver's crinkle cut fries, or um, there's a lot. There's a bunch of
Yeah.
places that
Yeah.
have the thicker crinkle cut fries. So that technically is my honorable
Okay.
mention. So
Yeah. Yeah.
go
It
ahead.
definitely. Yeah, that didn't make my. I don't think any of those fries made my list. So that makes sense. I
Yeah,
don't like them. I don't like them. I mean, I
me
do, but
either.
I don't.
That's why like I feel like I kind of had all the other types of fries in my list, but the crinkle cut, if they're thick, they're just like they're too potatoy. Not my style.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right,
Agreed. Agreed.
so go
All
ahead with
right.
your number 5.
So yeah, my number five. is the 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 realest, the OG, cheapest, probably McDonald's.
Bro, your number 5 is
Mickey
McDonald's. Your
D's.
number 5. Oh my God. You are
Do you
insane.
think it's higher?
This list is invalid already, but
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
we're going to wait
So
to discuss it because it's higher on my list.
that's fine. That's fine. So I just want to say. So I came up with this idea not only because we were talking about all of our healthy stuff in our life now, but I had talked about it at work yesterday, and out of like the suite that I have, I work with like a suite of like 4 or 5 other people, and we were talking about fries. I don't know how it came up, but anyways, 3 of the 5 said McDonald's was number one, and I'm like, this doesn't make any sense. Like, I can't put it as number one. There's so
It's
many other good fry options.
There are a ton. It's just because it's the classic fast food restaurant that everybody thinks of.
Yeah.
And you can't factor in all the bad experiences because everybody has bad experiences at McDonald's. Like, if the fries aren't fresh, they suck. I'm going to be honest. But
Yeah.
we're talking about top 5 French fries. We are assuming that these are freshly made, perfect
Yes.
condition.
Yes.
Okay.
All of them. All of, yep. 100%. I
All
will
right.
I will
So,
explain more of why I put it at 5
okay.
when we get down to wherever it is on your list, but
All
that's
right.
my
So you had
5.
McDonald's at 5. My number 5 is any thin crinkle cut fries. So the one I'm thinking of is Portillo's. They're not the thick crinkle cut, they're thinner. So I just feel like they're crunchier, they're better than the
Okay.
thicker crinkle cut fries. So Portillo's,
I don't think I
another one,
don't think I've ever had.
Luke's. You know, Luke's Deli in
Uh,
in
they
Janesville.
have crinkle cut.
Yeah,
Theirs is
those,
crinkle
but
cut.
they're thinner. They're not thick like Culver's. Culver's has thick ones.
I got you. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so you know what I
Yep,
mean?
yep, yep,
So that's why
yep.
it's number 5. A little the thinner crinkle cut. Big difference. Big difference. So
I
I'm
feel like your
assuming you
list
didn't
kind of
have any of that
sucks
on.
as far as, well, no, because I stuck with like a specific restaurant, and you're like,
Well, I
crinkle
did.
cut anywhere, not
I
crinkle
did.
cut this anywhere else.
So I would say I was gonna say Luke's, but because
Yeah,
nobody's not most people are from Janesville, I said Portillo's
right.
because they're like kind of the same. So we'll go with those French fries.
Okay, that's fine. I've never had Portillo's, so I wouldn't know. But
Yeah.
whatever. I get Luke's. I get it.
Yeah.
Okay, number 4 for me is Wendy's.
It is higher on my list. So yeah, we'll wait. Good choice though.
Golly.
Good choice.
Okay, very good.
My
Seesaw.
my number 4 is your honorable mention, Arby's curly fries.
Okay, okay.
Love
Let's
me a
hear it.
good curly fry. I don't know. I honestly don't have them very often, but when we're talking about
Hmm.
different types of French fries, those are always like the number one curly fry you think of. So
Yeah,
it had to be on the list.
yeah. I feel like they're like not just Arby's, but like when you get curly fries like at the grocery store, like those are probably the best to make at home, like in the mic or the oven, not the microwave, but the oven.
Yeah.
It's like I'd rather get the curly fries. So I get
It's
that.
like Yeah, it's like the SpongeBob mac and cheese just tastes better than the regular mac and cheese, you know? It's about the shapes.
That's it. Like dinosaur nuggets.
Yes, dino nuggets are
Same
way
thing.
better than just regular nuggets.
100%.
Science.
100%. Science rules.
All right, go ahead with your number 3.
Okay, number 3, pretty similar to McDonald's, I would say, but it's better. And that is
Interesting.
Whataburger fries.
Okay, I kind of figured you would have something from there on the list. I don't think I've
Yeah.
ever had Whataburger.
Yeah,
So
yeah, more of a southern Texas thing, but I heard that it's been bought out somewhere or someone bought it, so it's going to expand to the rest of the US, but hasn't gotten there yet.
gotcha.
Anyways, it's
All right.
pretty similar to the McDonald's fries, but I feel like it's just they're more crispy. They feel a little bit more real, and they're not as salty, I don't think.
Okay.
Like when they're
Interesting.
perfect, I really like them. Yeah, they're good.
Yeah. All right. So then my number 3 is Wendy's. And you said, what were they on your list? Number 4?
Number four.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. Yep. Those fresh cut sea salt fries. They're
the
good.
sea salt.
Yes.
Yes.
Wendy's makes some amazing fries.
Ah, they're so
Bangers.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're good.
So that was pretty similar for us. So
Hmm.
next, go to your number 2.
So my two and my one, I really had to think about because it was a little bit. I was like, maybe I put this one at two and this one at one, but I'm like, no, I got to change it. So, anyways, number two for me is Chick-fil-A waffle fries.
I figured you'd have this on your list. I am the biggest Chick-fil-A hater on the planet. I don't No, I like Chick-fil-A, but I'm
Yeah,
not in love with it like everybody else. I actually
yeah,
don't really like the waffle fries, and for some reason I'm just never craving Chick-fil-A. Their chicken
yeah.
sandwiches are good. The fries are good, but never at the top of my
Very good.
list. But I figured you'd have it on your
Very good.
list.
Yeah, I
Julia
mean,
would
I
probably have
just,
it on hers too, her top 5 for sure.
yeah, yeah. I mean, it's hard to beat the waffle fries there. I really like
Yeah.
waffle fries. So, I mean, anywhere really, honestly, if they got waffle fries, I'm probably getting waffle fries.
Yeah. I feel ya. My number 2, kind of following the theme here, I like thin and crunchy fries. My number 2 is Steak and Shake. Have you had those?
Okay.
The little
Yes.
they're called I think
Yes.
they're called shoestring French fries.
Yep.
Ooh, those little oh god, they're so good. I love them.
Very good.
Yes.
Yes.
Did you have it on your
Absolutely.
list?
Okay, I respect that. No, steak and shake's not on my list.
Okay. Yeah, I figured that was kind of an under the radar, but those fries are
Very
fire.
good. Yes, they are low high key. They're low key high key.
Low key, high key. All right. Drum roll.
Number
Ooh,
one,
I can finally use this.
hit
Drum
it.
roll for your number 1. Wow, that's a long drum roll.
That was my number one is Wingstop.
Wingstop. Okay, another one that I've had them. I just haven't had them enough to know where I'd put them on my list. So I have had them.
So they're not on your
Explain.
list.
They're not on my list though.
So Wingstop fries. For starters, they give you a huge boatload of fries, which I'm all about. I'm all about the quantity, but also the quality is there too. Because the thing is they put a secret ingredient in there. Not only do they put salt on them, they put sugar on the fries.
Sugar.
It is sweet and salty,
Okay, okay.
and they are perfect. I enjoyed them.
I'm gonna
That's
have to.
why they are number one.
This is a terrible time to do this stupid top 5 ranking because now I want to try everything.
I know.
Trying to be
I'm
healthy.
like, yeah, I'm like ready for this to get over with so I can hop in the car and go somewhere. Like,
Julia and I yesterday were like, should we go taste test all these fries and compare them?
I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
But
All
yes,
right.
Wingstop, the sugar on them that they put on there, it's money. I love it.
Okay. Gotcha. Now we'll do this drum roll, even though I'm pretty sure everybody already knows my number 1. But McDonald's. Everybody hates on McDonald's, but they are, when they're fresh, they're still my favorite. They're crunchy. They're the perfect size. They're not too small. Like, I love Steak and Shakes because they're small. They're not as small, but they're not too big like Culver's. They're just the perfect size. They're salty, fresh. Oh, man. Pair it with a
No,
Coke. Oh, McDonald's Coke.
no,
Bam.
no,
Just no.
no.
All right. Well,
Here
we're
is
going to.
why.
All right. Yeah. Yeah. Explain why you had it at number 5.
The reason why I had it at number 5, a couple reasons. One, I absolutely hate how addictive they are. Absolutely hate it. Like you go and you're gonna get yourself McDonald's after not having it for 2 years, and you go get yourself a fry. Best bet that in the next couple days you're going to get another fry.
I know, right? You're just like
It is a
on the way
very
home
best
from
bet.
on your way home from work. Oh, there's a McDonald's. Oh, wait, there's another McDonald's up the road. There's 50 McDonald's on your way home. Might as well stop and get some fries and a Coke.
Yep.
Yeah, have to.
Yep. I totally get it needs to be on the list, but I absolutely hate how addictive they are. And so that sucks. Number two, after watching how they don't disintegrate, I don't know if you've seen that video populate.
No. I don't want to see any videos related to fast
Disgusting.
food or McDonald's.
It
Yeah.
is disgusting. I think it was more in the like Super Size Me way back when.
Okay. Yeah.
But anyways, like everything like disintegrates, whatever. But McDonald's fries look exactly the same after 2 months of just sitting out and about. Looks the exact same as if you bought it. No,
Yikes.
I can't. I
Yeah,
can't put
yikes.
that as number one. I can't do it.
But when
I
they're
can't do
fresh,
it.
they taste so good. No, I get
They're
you.
addictive.
That
They're
reminds
really good,
me.
but they're addictive.
That reminds me of this story from college again. One of my friends got an ice cream cone from McDonald's, and they dropped the ice cream cone in the apartment complex on the floor, and I don't know why they didn't pick it up, but they didn't. Whatever. I think they may have been drunk, probably. But so we come back the next day. It didn't melt. It was just chilling on the floor, still in like a little circle. Like it didn't melt like normal ice cream, bro. It was very gross.
Bro, that's nasty.
Yeah, dude. And yet, Americans mainly still just feed themselves McDonald's like crazy. Yeah. No wonder our country is obese.
I mean,
It-
and of course, it's the cheapest option. So it's like,
I know that's
know,
it's
I'm
everywhere.
with them.
It's
I'm with them.
convenient, it's everywhere, and it's super cheap. And that's
Yeah.
why everybody has it so often. But yeah, that's another thing I'm happy to say that I've gotten better at is I haven't gone to any fast food places in the last couple weeks. So it's good.
Good for you. Good for you.
Thank you. Thank you. All
Yeah.
right, we're going to have to leave that up to the people. We're going to put our lists out there and let people vote
Yes.
whose top 5 French fry list they like better.
Obviously, it's me because I have more diversity than crinkle cut fries anywhere. Non-crinkle
God.
cut fries everywhere else.
Oh, shut up. All right. All right, now we're going to jump into
Restaurants.
top 5 fast food restaurants.
All right. You
You
go
have an
ahead.
honor-
You start.
Okay.
Honorable mention. I don't.
I was gonna
I'll
say,
think of one.
I don't have one either, so
Mm.
this was kind of harder than the fries for me, I feel like. But all right, so my number 5, sticking with
Yeah.
the trend here, McDonald's.
I did
Despite
not put
everything,
them on my list.
despite everything, like of the typical fast food places, like the McDonald's, the Burger Kings, the Taco Bells, the Wendy's, of all those, The only one I had on my list here is McDonald's. And I feel like it's just because it was a classic and the fries are so good. And I love the Coke. The fountain Coke at McDonald's is different. It just is. It had to be
It
on my
is.
list.
Yeah. Yeah, no. I couldn't do it.
Yeah, that's all right.
It's too addictive. It's too
Yeah.
addictive. I couldn't do it. My number 5 is In and Out.
Another one that I have not had.
You have not had.
No.
I was fortunate enough to room with a California guy, and so he knew the ins and outs of In and Out.
Nice one.
And
Great one.
absolutely.
Actually,
And
we just got to add this here.
um, he told me about when we first went together. He said, "You got to get the animal style." And I was like, "What is the animal style?" And he said, "Well, it's a patty that they um, basically, what was it like? They like fry it in mustard.
Okay.
It's really good.
So it's all
Anyways,
sauced up.
it's all sauced up. It's really good.
Gotcha.
Um, so yeah, In and Out. I've only had it a couple of times, but it has stood out to me as like it's really good, and it's pretty inexpensive too. So
Yeah.
like, I'd rather go to In and Out than Mickey D's.
Yeah. Understandable. All right. Number 4 for me is Culver's. Do you have it on your list?
Really? At 4? I do have it on my list. It's higher.
Okay, okay. I figured. I feel like I remember you being a big Culver's guy. So, all
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
So we'll wait. You go ahead with your number 4.
Number 4 for me is Chick-fil-A.
Not on my list.
It would probably typically would be higher on my list, but the last couple times I've had it, and I haven't had it in a while because it's made me sick.
Ooh, yeah, that's not good.
Yeah. So, and I've heard other people say that it makes them sick too. And so I feel
Yuck.
like if you have it, like, if you have it a lot, like, it's fine. But if you like eat healthy and then have it, it
Yeah,
doesn't make you feel good.
yeah. I
So,
feel like for me, that's Taco Bell for me. In high school, Taco Bell messed me up. I will never have it again. But
that was kind of the same thing for me with Taco Bell. Like, I haven't had it much since I was in fourth grade because I had it before practice one time, football practice,
oh man,
and
yeah,
yeah, I I threw that up during practice that day. So
yeah.
we don't
Wait,
like Taco Bell.
yeah. Okay, agreed. But you want to know why? I thought of a couple of reasons why to not like Chick-fil-A. Number 1,
Okay.
every time I want it, it's freaking Sunday and they're not open.
Oh no.
every single time. And then number 2, when you ask for your drink, they fill half of the drink with ice. So you have to go and ask them, "Hey, can you get this drink light ice or no ice?" That's just a bunch of
Yeah.
BS. Just fill my drink with the soda or whatever drink I want, please.
So basically, you just like getting yelled at. You just like you just like other places that, like, here you go, here's your food.
Yeah, they are very nice and they're very efficient. I will give them that. So you can get through a Chick-fil-A line pretty quickly, but
Hmm.
yeah, like I said, it's good, but not on my list, and that's okay.
I always enjoy their hospitality and
Yeah.
when they say my pleasure.
I've noticed other places have started to do that now too. Like,
Hmm.
I think actually the last time I went through McDonald's, the lady said my pleasure or something like that. And then at one of these other restaurants that I have on my top 5 list, they also did it. So they are
If I had
trendsetters.
a, they are. And if we're talking about an absolute hate at the moment, just because I'm talking about thinking about chicken places,
Yeah.
the absolute hate is Popeyes. I can't stand Popeyes. I can't stand their hospitality. I can't
Terrible.
stand that when
Terrible.
I go there, they say, I ask for a chicken sandwich, and they say, sorry, our sandwich machine maker broke. What? You have a sandwich machine maker?
Oh my God.
How does one use a sandwich machine maker to make a
Yeah.
chicken sandwich?
Remember
I can't stand it.
a few years ago when the Popeyes chicken sandwich like blew up and everybody was going crazy over it?
Oh yeah.
Like that was that was the only time I ever had Popeyes. I was like, I want to go try this. And of course, they were out that day. They ran out of them cuz it was too busy. But whatever I had, I think I just got chicken tenders or strips instead. Nothing
Mhm.
special at all. And then, yes, you're right. They are terrible at customer service. So, yeah, Popeyes is
Mhm.
trash, complete trash.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, I will say their chicken sandwiches are pretty top,
I
but
wish I could have
that's
had
for
it. Yeah.
yeah, another top five list.
Yeah.
Another top five.
All right. So, next is number 3. My number 3, this is one where I was like, is this fast food or not? Noodles and Company.
What?
Technically, it is fast food. It's
It is.
casual,
It
like you
is.
said,
No, yeah.
casual dining. I don't know. Something about Noodles and Company is just bomb. Like the mac and cheese is always good. The buttered noodles with Parmesan and that Parmesan crusted chicken and the spaghetti and meatballs. I love it. The garlic bread. I love it. Julia said the pad thai is really good. I got to try that. I don't know. The only
Are you
thing I
saying
will
that because we
say,
went to noodles all the time?
I wonder if she listens to this. Oh, and that reminds me though. The Coke Freestyle machine. Boom. Another reason to like noodles. They were like one of the first ones to
Everywhere
have
has
that.
that.
I know, but they were
Oh
one of
my
the first
God.
ones.
This is
And
a joke.
yeah, so Noodles and Company comes in at number 3. It is way too expensive, though. I will say that. It's ridiculous how expensive it is. Like Julia and I go there,
It
and
is.
we both get a pasta dish, whatever it is, and a drink. It's like almost $40. Like
Oh yeah.
ridiculous. It's insane.
I'd rather go to Red Robin. Let's
Yeah,
go to Red Robin.
yeah.
Another
Spending that much
top
money.
five list. Uh, so my number 3 is Whataburger.
Another one I haven't had.
It is it's awesome. I love Whataburger. It's 24/7. Typically it's more of a late night thing, especially when they start breakfast at 11 at
Oh,
night.
okay.
Goes
Okay.
to 11 to 11. They have a breakfast burger that's to die for. It's just regular bun, has an egg, hash brown, cheese, some special sauce, and a patty or two. I can't remember. I haven't had it in a minute, but it's really good. Also, the honey butter chicken biscuit is
Okay.
the bomb.
Okay. Yeah. I've
I
heard
love
of
it.
all
I
these
always mess
places.
up.
No,
Yeah,
you're fine. I've heard of all these places, and I kind of figured that you'd have them on your list because I know you've had them, but I just
yeah,
haven't gotten to try them yet. But we
yeah.
will eventually.
Whataburger, and so they make everything from scratch there. Like, I mean, not the product, but like it's not pre-made. So
Okay.
like pros and cons, like the con wise, they take a while to make the food. So you're sitting in line for
Yeah.
a good longer
Who's
minute than anywhere else, but
yeah?
you
Who's the
get it
one?
fresh. So
Is it Culver's that's like never frozen beef, or is that Wendy's? One of the two. I don't
Wendy's,
know.
yeah,
Wendy's, yeah.
Wendy's, yeah,
So
yeah.
like that. Okay. So that was your number 3. Um, my number 2. This one I feel like if you didn't think Noodles and Company was a good one, I don't know about this one for you. My number 2 is Jimmy John's.
I like Jimmy John's.
Okay,
I
good,
like Jimmy John's a
good.
lot, but they're not on my list.
It's not what you think of when you think of fast food. So that's why I was like, it's a
Yeah,
little weird,
yeah,
but it is
yep.
fast,
I like
freaky
Jimmy
fast,
John's.
actually, freaky fast, and
Sure
it is
is.
bomb. I love it.
Yes, it's very good. I haven't had Jimmy John's in a long time, but it's really good.
Yeah, they also are pretty expensive. I feel like everything's expensive nowadays, but I
Yes.
like Jimmy John's. At when I was growing up, I liked Subway a lot more, and then one day it just flipped. I like Jimmy John's more, and now I just will never have Subway. Honestly, like I don't even remember the last time I had Subway. It's all Jimmy John's for me now. It's the bread, I
I
think.
like it.
Oh, their
Yeah,
bread's so good.
yeah. Oh, it's fresh. It's fresh bread.
Yep.
It's really good. My number two is Culver's.
Okay, yeah, I had that number 4. All right, so
Eh,
before you gas it up, I'll say my couple things. Culver's
Yeah.
had to be on the top 5 list, Wisconsin based. Um,
Yep.
they have a very good variety. I was gonna say this is why it's definitely on my list. They have such a good variety. The burgers are really good. You got really good chicken. You got
Mm-hmm.
fish. You got the roast beef. Like everything you have there is good. The cheese curds, the fries, it's all great. So go
Yes.
ahead.
Yeah, pretty much same thing with me too. Like I had to do it higher than Whataburger because that's like a thing down here. It's like that's kind of the comparables, I guess. Not really, but
Yeah.
as far as states
Mm-hmm.
restaurant or fast food restaurants. So I had to have it over Whataburger because of me being from Wisconsin. Frozen custards are fantastic there.
Yep.
Uh,
Ooh.
Definitely love those.
Have you
Go
had the
ahead.
coolers? Like the strawberry mango cooler? They do them during the summer.
No, no,
Oh man. Julia
they're good.
introduced me. Yes.
I've never had
Phenomenal.
that.
Go get one. uh, yeah, Julia always gets them. I think the one we got was a strawberry mango cooler. And yeah, really good.
The other thing I might because that reminded me of something at Whataburger, and everyone back home will be like, "Oh yeah, you got to mention this." But like at Whataburger, they do like soda milk like milkshakes.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
like they do
Like
like Dr.
floats.
Pepper shakes.
Yeah.
Well, it's not really floats because it's like ice cream,
Uh-huh. Well, yeah.
but it's like
Like a
Dr.
well, like a
Well, I
root beer
mean,
float is root beer and ice cream. They make like Coke
yeah,
floats with
but
Coke
it's
and ice cream.
yeah, but it's like you put a scoop of ice cream in a soda, but it's not that.
Okay.
Like
So
it's an
there's
actual like shake.
okay. Gotcha. All right, everybody.
You know what
Is
I'm
what
saying, though.
is
You
what
know what I'm
Wyatt's
saying.
describing a shake or a float?
It's 100% a shake.
Okay, yeah.
So, Whataburger has Dr. Pepper shakes. So it's literally you're drinking a shake that tastes like Dr. Pepper. A root beer
Okay.
float,
Okay.
you
Gotcha.
put root beer in a cup and then you put a scoop of ice cream on top of it, and
Yeah.
then you use your spoon to scoop it out. That's a
Yeah.
that's a float.
Correct. Or you could like mix it up a little bit and kind of try to drink it.
Exactly.
So explain why is this a shake then? So like it's what is it again? Like
So yeah,
this
they do like
shake.
soda. So they like mix it up. So they'll do like Coca-Cola shakes and
Gotcha.
then Dr. Pepper shakes, Fanta shakes.
Okay.
So yeah, they
All
mix
right.
it
All
up.
right.
But it's really good from other people. I don't get those because I don't
Gotcha.
drink soda, but
Yeah.
everyone else loves them.
All right. All right. Makes sense. So now on to our number 1, correct?
Yes.
All right. Number 1 for me. Huey Magoo's. I bet nobody's heard of it.
Have you heard of Huey Magoo's?
Anyone?
Have you? No.
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 All right.
What
Well,
is that?
have you heard of Raising Canes?
Yes, it's from Louisiana.
Okay. It's basically the same thing, but they have them down here in Florida. I don't know if they're anywhere else. I think there's one in Georgia now. So it's definitely the southeastern part of the country. But it's
Huey
basically
Magoo.
the same thing as Raising Canes, which I also love. You get chicken tenders, crinkle cut fries, and Texas toast. And it's incredible. I love it.
Yeah.
It's a great lunch spot. Stop in super quick, get your fix. Had to be my number one. Had to be.
Okay.
It's too
Respect
bad you
it.
don't know what it is, but
I
that's all right.
know.
Oh, like, so down here, they don't really have, like, at least in my area, they don't really have many Raising Canes. It's all Huey Magoo's. But I
Yeah.
just passed a sign the other day that said they are building a Raising Canes. So then I'm going to have to try because I can't decide between the two which I like more. They're very similar, but have slight differences.
Gotcha. Yeah, I really like Raising Cane's. Um, I just don't like how soggy the fries get.
Yeah, you got to have it
And
fresh for sure.
yeah, but I love their cane sauce.
Yeah,
I
it's
love their
amazing.
sauce. It's
Yeah.
definitely top, but it's not on my list, nor is Huey Magoo's.
All right.
So my
Let's
number
wait.
one, drum roll, Bojangles.
Dude, I told Julia that you were going to have this on your list. Oh, man.
Bo knows my soul.
Yeah,
Bo knows.
I have not
It
had it.
is Bo time, and it is so good. It has changed my life perspective in the past couple months since it's opened up just across the street from me. It has made me contemplate life as far as me wanting to meal prep or me wanting to eat my meal prep food or
And
just
be healthy.
sneak right
Yeah.
into the Bojangles line. Yep,
Yeah.
100%. Um, I don't even know where to begin. It's all chicken, so it's a chicken place.
Okay.
Uh, their fries are pretty okay. Their chicken sandwich is really good. But what really gets me is their biscuits because they are made from scratch and they have what they call bowberry biscuits. And they are biscuits with blueberries in them and they have frosting on top. It is game changer.
Yeah.
I don't even know how to fathom how they put the blueberries in the biscuits, but they did it, and it's phenomenal. I absolutely love it. Their breakfast is also fantastic because, again, with the biscuits, they make them so good. I don't know what they do, but they're just really good. And whatever biscuit sandwich you get there, it's like, it's heaven. Also, they're like hash brown tater whatever thing that they have on their breakfast. It's like this huge freaking circle, and it's so good. It's so freaking good. My mouth is watering thinking about Bojangles right now.
Jeez, like with how passionate we've both been about fast food and French fries, it's absolutely crazy to think that we're actually trying to be healthy. Oh my God.
Yeah, yeah, no,
I feel like we were
it's
able to
made me
talk.
contemplate it.
Yeah, I feel like we were able to talk so much easier about this than any other topic in the world. Like,
So I feel
oh
like
man.
growing up with Brennan, we had to survive by either making ramen noodles or finding money around the
Fro-
house to
Frozen pizzas too.
frozen pizzas too. Yeah, I can't forget about frozen pizzas. Frozen
Yeah.
pizzas, ramen, or someone gives us some money and we go to either McDonald's or we go to Noodles apparently,
Or
or
Culver's.
Red Robin,
Or
Culver's.
Red Robin. Yeah.
Red Robin was kind of like our spot on the weekends,
Yeah.
mostly.
That onion ring tower, still as good as it always has been.
Mm-hmm. I haven't had Red Robin in a while.
Red Robin in a while? Yeah. Whiskey. I haven't. Excuse me. Yeah, I haven't really either. Last time I had it was down here in Florida, and I had a bad piece of chicken, and it kind of threw me off. So I haven't had it in a really long time. But if you go just for like the appetizers, that's great.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we had lots of experiences there.
Yeah,
lots of experiences.
Very funny ones that probably won't make it on the podcast. They're not quite
probably not
G-rated. Yeah. All right. So let's do a very quick recap of our top 5 French fries and top 5 fast food restaurants. Quick.
Yes.
So starting with French fries, honorable mention, I had Culver's crinkle cut fries or Huey's or Raising Cane's. They're all kind of the same. You know, sorry, hate me. Number 5, I had thin crinkle cut fries like Luke's Deli in Janesville, or similar one that's kind of a national chain is Portillo's. Number 4, Arby's curly fries. Number 3, Wendy's. Number 2, Steak and Shake. And number 1, McDonald's. Fresh, only if they're fresh.
I think we need to put like cheater on yours because you picked like 10 different restaurants as crinkle cut thin or crinkle cut thick.
Nope.
Yes.
I make
we'll
the rules.
We'll let the Mountain Faces decide.
All right.
My top 5 fries. Honorable mention for me was, what was my honorable mention? Oh, it was Arby's. Arby's curly fries. My number 5 is McDonald's. Number 4 is Wendy's. Number 3 is Whataburger. Number 2, Chick-fil-A. Number 1, Wingstop.
Okay. And then our top 5 fast food restaurants. My number 5 was McDonald's. Number 4, Culver's. Number 3, Noodles and Company. Number 2, Jimmy John's. And number 1, Huey Magoo's, the greatest.
And my top 5 fast food restaurants. Number 5, In-N-Out. Number 4, Chick-fil-A. Number 3, Whataburger. Number 2, Culver's. And number 1, dear to my heart, past couple months, Bojangles.
Bo knows. Bo knows.
Bo knows. It's Bo time.
All right. That's going to do it. Thank you, everybody, for listening. Make sure to go hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We only like you if you subscribe. So if you want to be liked by us, how about you like the video and subscribe? That'll help us.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. We had fun. Let us know whose list you like more. Mine, preferably. If you like Wyatt's more, keep that to yourself. But yeah, let us know. Let us know. And we will see you in the next one. Peace, Wyatt.
See ya, Mountain Faces.
Take it easy, Mountain Face.